What's going on, guys? TNT Life here, your new brand ambassador for Ride Now and Pay Later. Yeah, I said it. Ride now and pay for it later. Now I know you probably ain't got good credit, but check it. You don't need good credit. We're gonna hook you up with a SEMA or either Snap. You'll get answers in seconds. With good credit, bad credit, or no credit, you got 12 months to pay out or 90 days as an early buyout. Yeah, you got options. Got a few options there. So if you need wheels, you need some tires, or you need wheel and tire package, go ahead down to the link in the description, click on it, and look at my special TNT Life link down there. Pick it up, hit it, boom, and go ahead, fill it out, and we're gonna let you ride now and pay later. So, good wheel hunting to you there. What's going on, guys? Hey, I'm finna show you how to do these ribs. We done did ribs on the in the pressure cooker before. I think I done did those. If this on TNT Life channel, go to TNT Kitchen. I think I done pressure cooked ribs. That's for somebody who actually like oven ribs actually, and quick. This process here is gonna take you 3.5 hours. But the not the oven rib, the oven tasting rib that come out the pressure cooker, they'll take you probably at the most 30-35 minutes, because it's about 20 minutes in the cooker and then some more little preparations and stuff. But look, got you two slabs rib here, but I'm gonna just show you on one of what we're gonna do right here. All right. If you got a slab like this and it's got like all this little fat on it, you could trim up whatever you need. Because what I don't like to do is I don't want to chew on this. I don't want to chew on it. It's just not my style, y'all. It's nasty. I don't like chewing on no fat. So just kind of lightly go across it and get some of it off. Some of this it's gonna render down and melt down in the cooking process, and if you was in like competition, you would come on the ends and kind of square your meat off. But we ain't in no competition. Let's see, anything that looks crappy, y'all, stuff like that, get it off of there. Get it off, because it's not doing you no good. And also, the process with that pressure cooker part, it's me. I don't like fall off the bone ribs, not in the least bit, because if I want it fall off the bone ribs, that means I want pulled pork. You want a rib that you can actually, when you cut it, you want to actually bite it, leave tooth marks in the rib, and have some substance behind it. Some people don't take this membrane off. Some people take it and score it, and I want it off, out of the way, because it's useless. It'll give you a tougher bite. So this is what I do. I go in between, right between these bones here. Get somewhere I can cut that in half. Get it where I can get this membrane lifted. Take a little piece of this. Take a piece of your paper towel, because it's kind of almost impossible. It ain't impossible. It's almost impossible to do this by hand because you'll slip. But you want to take this membrane on the back of the ribs, y'all, where all the bones at, and you want to pull it off. This is an awkward shaped rib somehow way, so it's coming off in sections. But see that? You really think this would have done you any good chewing on it? No. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can leave the membrane on. It's up to you. Don't let it be up to you. Take that membrane off of there. It'll also let you get a better penetration of your flavor by that membrane being gone. Yep. All right. We got them shaped up. Everything looking good. Now, I would normally cut this off. Like I said, this ain't gonna even be worth nothing. Let me see. Do I really want to cut that off? Yeah, that ain't really be worth nothing now. Like I said, we're not in a competition right now. We ain't in competition. Ain't gonna be in competition. But that part there is just like, it just take up space on the grill, and this little piece here is just really not worth eating because it's like a lot of bone. There's some fat. You got a little old sliver of meat there. Because it really ain't worth nothing. Let's see. A lot of people wouldn't wash their hands in this process. I wash my hands in this process because I don't like touching my condiment, or whatever you want to call it, my seasoning containers with contaminated hands. So you'll get a wet hand and a dry hand going on here. All right, y'all. Sometimes I use extra virgin olive oil for this process. I don't do none of that mustard junk. I do not like mustard on my food like that. Like some people put mustard on their chicken and coat it. They say that the mustard not gonna make a. I just don't like it. Some odd reason seem like I do know. All right, what you gonna do is, go get you a dry rub from the store. Whichever one you choose, you like. But this is the one I use. It's not this though, y'all. This is like my choice of dry rub, but I just got a lot of it and put it in this container. And most time it's Memphis dry rub. It's a Memphis. I think it's can't remember what their name is. McCormick. I think it's Memphis. And I'm gonna show you a recipe one day of how to make your own dry rub. But for some reason, I like this better. And I'm gonna sniff it out to where I can mimic this one day. I am. I ain't did it yet, but normally I can sniff out. I like black pepper. Of course, it's better, y'all. And I got just a seasoning here. It don't matter. You use your kind. You can use Tony's or anybody. Just it's gonna be light in this though. It's light because you know this is your dry rub seasoning, but it's not. It's not the season that I can't explain it, but you're gonna want some other kind of something on there. Smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika if you want to. It's mainly for the color, but it got a zing to it. And a lot of times, all that I just showed you is in this rub, but I want the extra boost. I said I usually use extra virgin olive oil, but this here is a sauteing butter. I bought a big jug of it, and yeah, I use for everything because it's pretty much like salted butter. And you saute with it, whatever you want to do with it. But y'all, I'm using it as a binder. I like to do the bottom side first. This here, the bottom side really ain't that important, y'all. But it is important. But you got to see how I stretch it. Really ain't that important. But it's important. Because you want some flavor everywhere. And there's some people who eat the bottom like that. They gnaw on everything. And what I want to start with is the lesser. I should make sure I get some butter on these little side edges because right now they sticking up and I can see my seasoning hitting it. I want to start with the lesser of what I'm putting on, which is black pepper. And y'all look, let me show you something. This here could be maybe a secret. I don't know. You see me putting, all right, now I'm doing paprika. And a little like I said, my salty salt. This is my flavoring. I know it makes no sense what I'm saying because it's flavoring all of it. But this is my lesser of it now. See that? Now, what you want to do is rub this on. Get it incorporated together. That's the only rubbing you're going to do. Don't rub your rub in. I know that don't make sense either. But do not rub your rub in. You're gonna disturb it. All right, make sure we get these corners. This rubs, y'all. Don't be shy with it. Put it on the tips. Put it on the edges. This is what you're gonna do because you can see it. It's sticking up. You can see it now. Don't be shy with it. You might think like, "Ooh, that's good." No, you want it on there. You want to pack it on there because you cannot really overdo this. Because once we do a step that we're gonna do in the fall, it's really gonna wash a lot of this. Now, you pat your rub. You pressing it in to hold in place. That butter holding it too now, but you wanna not rub that in. Now it's gonna stick. Same thing on the other side. Butter them down. Boom, 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 boom. This butter also actually gonna give it some kind of texture. And another thing is, yeah, some people will not marinate their ribs, and you don't have to at all. You do not have to marinate them. Some people shoot theirs up. But when you marinate, don't marinate them forever. It don't take all that. It do not take all that. Because you're going to start going into the texture of the meat when you go to do too much marinating. I just like putting black pepper on them. And sometimes, y'all, and another thing about my rub is I added some more stuff to this. I'm guilty. Which was like some more paprika and some cayenne pepper. Because I would like a little hit on them. It's the same process that we did a while ago, y'all. Same old, same old. And what I'm using on that grill, y'all, I'm using the best damn grill there is. It's not a plug either. A charcoal fed grill. Not pellet fed, y'all. That's old school. That's in the past. We talking about charcoal now. And what I got on it is some cherry wood and some hickory. Cherry is gonna give it a dark mahogany like color and a sweet flavor. Because in these ribs, is you looking for a sweet flavor. I know you probably thinking something odd about what I'm saying about that, but you're looking for a sweet flavor. Like I said, load it up with your rub. Load them up, sides, everything. But don't rub the rub. You might be thinking like, oh, I ain't got no choice. I got to rub it. Don't rub it. Pat it in. That's that first bite for somebody right there. Put them over there. I know y'all probably thinking, man, you got a lot of rub on them. Like I tell you, don't be afraid of this. Add is. There you. That's how you do it. And you might have a, a ugly color to it right now. It looks like mustard on it. It ain't the mustard. It ain't the butter. It's just it's the seasoning. And probably what I'm gonna do, y'all, I'm gonna do it not just for shits and giggles. So yeah, I'm gonna throw that pepper on top again. Then hit it. Cause that pepper, like it's almost like cracked bacon with cracked pepper on bacon or something, y'all. Try that too one day. When you cooking your bacon, put some pepper on it. You get you there. Now as y'all see, I did not rub that. And look at this. See them seasons? They there. And I'm gonna Pop this in the refrigerator until I'm ready to cook, which is, let's see, it could be about 4 hours, which is a long time for marinating. I wouldn't recommend what I'm fixing to do on that time, y'all. I'm just getting it out of the way for I got something else to do, so I'm just getting this out of the way. So when I get ready to do it, boom. But like I said, cherry wood, some hickory wood, which is gonna be some chunks. You're gonna see all that when I get out there to the grill. This part here is pretty much over. And when I get ready to get out there to the grill, we're gonna have a whole different thing. And look at the hands. Wet hand, dry hand. So I could touch everything. I do not like contaminating stuff. All right, y'all. That's that. But I'm gonna also say there's no right or no wrong way of doing any of this. Some people have their methods, and I'm trying to show you my method of how I do it. You could actually also take honey and put on here, but we cook it low and slow, so that's a different animal. A lot of times you put sugar on stuff, you can actually burn that sugar, but we're doing low and slow, and this also has sugar in it. So do not go and buy no low sodium salt for this, because these are ribs, pork ribs. They ain't good for you already. So going by low sugar, low sodium, don't do it. If you're gonna treat yourself to some ribs and you want to be good, you already know you ain't supposed to be doing it. Go all the way out with it. Do the damn, go in the bang. Go out with a bang. Do it. Eat it the way you want. And let me get one more thing to show you this before we do all this. Then when I get ready to do the process, you will know what I'm doing. All right. There's other ways of doing this here too, y'all. I got this water bottle here. And I'm finna show you what I would normally do. I'm gonna do it off camera, but I just on my water bottle here. Watch this. And that's also holding it in. But what's in this bottle is there's no ratio to the mix either. This is apple juice, liquid smoke, about a teaspoon or so of apple cider vinegar. That's what's in this bottle. And this is very important when smoking, because your meat will tend to dry out. And also the vinegar and the acidity in the apple juice and all, it will help go into the meat and help open up the pores so the seasonings can go in. So when you get into your grilling, probably like the first hour, go in and spritz your meat with this. Very good. I mean, spritz it good. And every time you spritz that smoke is going to stick to that water, which we're calling this water. It's going to stick to that water. So go in about an hour, spritz it real good, close it back down. And it's depending on what kind of grill you got, how many times you open it. But with this grill I got, you ain't got to never open it again. It's not charcoal and you're digging and lighting charcoal. It's doing its damn thing. But every time you get it to an hour to the process, spritz it. Like I said, that smoke is going to stick to that water. So spritz it. Make sure you keep doing it until the last process, which will be getting ready to put them in that foil and the smoking phase be over. And also, I can't remember the length of time, but with the heat and all that, but as a certain time come around, smoked meat quit taking on smoke. No matter how much more smoke you put there, it's not going to accept it. So when you get to a certain point, it ain't going to accept it anymore. So you can't say, oh, longer than smoke. No. That smoke will come out of your wood. Whatever your wood you put on there, how much wood you put on there, that's where your smoke coming in at. So keep all that in mind, and we'll catch you out here later. All right, y'all. The pit is warming up to 225 degrees. They look like they've been smoked already, right? Nah, They just been, you know, just chilling, waiting out. Let's go out here to the pit and see what's happening. There it is, y'all. It's currently at 88 degrees right now. 89. You'll watch it move now. This thing's here 90. I'm gonna let you look at it for a second, show you how wonderful. 91. Ain't nothing better than charcoals, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Ain't nothing better than I mean, I thought pellet fed was something back in the day, but this dude right here, look at that. Ugh. Let me show you the wood I'm using. This is the wood I'm using, y'all. I got a little bit of hickory chunks and a little bit of cherry chunks. So like I said, this cherry gonna give you a color and some sweet flavor. And then hickory gonna give you that, you know, that hickory you're looking for. You can find these at your local Walmart. Look at it, y'all. It is gone. We finna have some smoky goodness. All right, y'all. We ready. Saying it's 2:38. I got set 2:35, but I bumped it up so when I open the door, you know, let some of the heat out. At least it'll, you know, have something to play with. So let's go. All right, y'all. I like putting mine in the middle or either the top rack. I don't like putting them on the bottom. Then when you get them on here, kind of bunch it together. They like to spread apart once they cooking. So once you get them on there, just kind of bunch it together. And we're gonna let that ride for 3 hours. 3 hours on 225. All right, y'all, now that we done got an hour into this cook, I'm gonna spritz it with my spray that I showed you in the beginning of the video. This gonna keep it moist and add a little more flavor to it. Like I said, I got liquid smoke in it, y'all. And let's get to it. Yeah. This gonna allow to be moist, and then that smoke gonna stick to that liquid. In another hour, we'll be back. All right, we're on hour number 2. They looking good. Let's see, put a little light on if we can. Y'all just don't know how good it smells. Gonna let them ride for another hour. The next step gonna be putting them in foil. Look at that. That's what you're trying to do, y'all. Smoke. We ain't into barbecuing, grilling, or searing. We trying to smoke. 225 gonna give you that perfect smoke. And the time, I meant temp, 224 is going back up just when I just closed the door. 225. Y'all, I keep trying to tell you. Gravity fed charcoal grill is the way to go. All right, y'all, we back. We on that 3rd hour, and that was the last opportunity for smoke. One last spritz for the for the one time. And you gotta get yourself a big ass spatula. One piece.
Hey. Hey.
We're gonna finish this in the house, y'all. Alright, y'all. Let's get at it. Let's wait right quick, like. Alright. This is what we're gonna do here. You can take regular butter, but I would tell you to use salted butter, to be honest with you. And also, the sauce that's gonna be made with this is gonna actually become part of the what's that stuff called? The barbecue sauce. And this is what I got. It's a plain old original. I like to use Dickie's barbecue, y'all, to be honest with you. All right, you can put 4 packs of butter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, just about the length of the rib. But I'm using this saute butter again. Boom. Put a little bit of honey. All right. A little bit of brown sugar, dark or light, don't matter. You could possibly even use regular sugar, but we'll use this brown to get down. All right. And you got to go with some more of your rub. Just a little sprinkle. Now you want to take your rib. And you want to go meat side down. Boom. This ain't something you got to do right here, y'all, but I'm doing it. Just a little bit of this butter on this side. That's optional. Get a little bit on my hand. That's an optional thing, y'all. All right. I'm gonna wrap them up. Try not to poke a hole in your foil, because you want to switch up. Take your other piece of foil, sit it on top. Meat side down. Same thing. Old mode. Then when you put it back on the grill, meat side down. And we're gonna do the other one too, but you know, ain't no need of watching to do 2 of them. So we're gonna get that back out on the grill. All right, y'all, we back to the pit. I got the grill set to 300. When I took everything off, got baked beans on there. Now what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna set these junks right on top. Cause I got more stuff to put on there. I normally would have put them back on that same shelf. Like I said, I got more stuff to put on here. And we're gonna let that go for 1 hour. And what I'm gonna do is, see what my temperature at 280. It's gonna hop back up 300, but I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn them down to 250 of them. And like I said, I'm gonna let that go for an hour. All right, y'all. An hour later. Let's see. Hour later. Voila. All right. This is gonna be that level up sauce, y'all. Let me show y'all what I got going on right here. Take your barbecue sauce you want. Right. And you want to take some of this goodness you made up and add a little bit to that sauce. Rest of that, y'all, is pretty much whatever you want to do with it. But now you got yourself some barbecue sauce with the essence of your recipe built right in it. So it's gonna be right outside. Do this next one. Same way. Wow. Got a puddle of juice sitting right there on top. Boom. Y'all, I'm gonna bring it in that y'all see this mahogany right quick. See that mahogany? Let me get some more light in this piece. Wow. Look at the mahogany. Beautiful. It's got a little pull back on it. Like I said, that's gonna be that bite you want. You ain't gonna have that fall off the bone junk. All right, what we're gonna do now, you stir this up. You can add some more stuff to your barbecue sauce if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend. I just want to baste them real good. You really don't have to do this. The only thing you really need to do is put this on the back on the grill for another about, let's say 10-15 minutes. But this sauce gonna give it another level. Just another level there. So I'm gonna put this sauce on. I'm gonna do another 10-15 with this sauce. I'm gonna paint them up good now. What that grill gonna do to this sauce is gonna thicken it. Give it that ooey gooey ooh you want. Yeah. I like doing that little drizzle like that, y'all. So when it melt a little bit, it'll roll down the side. All right, now look at the mahogany. It's got some candy paint to it. All right, I'm gonna take this back out there, put on the grill for another 10-15 minutes, depending on how it looks. I got some more stuff out there too, so this gonna be that.